Hi, this is Warren. I'm here today at Perfect Sound Solutions, and we're going to look at this Fender Deluxe 112 amp. Now, this is intended as an entry-level amp, and it's a good way of getting that Fender sound at a very affordable price point. Now, if you look at it, it's got two channels here. There's a clean channel and there's a drive channel that you can actually switch between. We're going to start with the clean channel, and it sounds something like this. Now, this clean channel, the way you set it, I kind of like setting the treble a bit on the higher side, but there's a certain point you don't want to go past that. It sounds a little, maybe too harsh. The mid-range you can set to taste depending on the guitar. And the bass, I kind of like it on the lower side to avoid it getting a little bit woofy. So what I'd like to note is it responds really well to your guitar volume and tone controls. And say you can take the tone knob back and get something like a jazzy sound like this. You can also get it to twang, something like this. So overall, a very versatile clean channel that helps you get the best out of whatever guitar you're using. So let's now go over to the drive channel. You do that by pressing this drive select switch. When the light goes red, we're in the drive channel. Now, what we need to know is there's a gain knob here which controls how much distortion or overdrive we're going to get from the amp. And there's an overall volume knob which we use to kind of set your output volume. There's a contour knob, treble knob, and bass knob, which you'd use to select your equalization, and a reverb knob, which actually works for both the channels. So let's have a listen and see what this drive channel sounds like. It's really responsive to how I pick. So in case I want to pick lightly, it'll actually clean up, which is really useful. Now you turn the volume up, and you're going to get a little bit more crunch. You'll also hear that it responds well to using different pickups on the guitar, for example. Now, it's got a foot switch jack, which you can use to remotely switch between the two channels. It's got a preamp out and power amp in. So if you're using something like a delay or a reverb pedal, that's what you would use to patch it in between. That way, you could get clean signal without the drive getting in the way. And it's also got a handy headphone output, so you could practice silently. So overall, a very compact little package. The amp and the speaker all in one unit, not very heavy to lift, and a great sounding little thing to get into the Fender sound at a very affordable price point.